in any way, shape, or form you pretty much failed as a parent, do your job or responsibilities. Kids shouldn't be roaming around YouTube unsupervised. It's a you problem, not me. Right? Shouldn't be on social media without knowing what's going on. You should have Wi-Fi stuff enabled too, also as well. Bottom line is, I don't give a fuck. I ain't here to raise your kids. We're gonna say what we want to say. So, if your kids are in the room, get them out. Final warning. Are we live yet?
Yep.
Oh.
I'm live on YouTube.
Oh, y'all heard that first part then.
Twitter, Facebook.
I hope you guys heard that first part. I'm reiterating, this is not a kid-friendly conversation.
Twitter.
So these little kids should definitely not be in the room listening to this at all. We're gonna talk about stuff, not nothing just, filthy. It's just the truth. Some people don't like their kids to hear the truth. They wanna, coddle them from the world, which you should. You shouldn't be having your kids listening to grown conversations. Remember when I was growing up, I couldn't sit in the room, with my mom and talking and just having a conversation about whatever the fuck they was talking about. Get the fuck out the room. She didn't say get the fuck out the room. She didn't cuss. But get out of the room. Go in the room. Go find something to do. Go play. Go outside. Remember that? Last time you took your kids, go outside. When the last time you took your kids to go outside, Kelby?
This morning.
Like you said, go outside, literally, you literally said go outside and play.
Nah,
like literally think about it. When the last time you took your kids go outside?
It's been in the past week, several times. They was just out for break.
Yeah.
From Winnett had they filed break from fucking Wednesday through yesterday.
Oh. Yeah, even before, my kids are grown now, but I'm trying to really struggle to think about when the last time when they were still like they were not. I don't think I ever told my kids to literally go outside when they were maybe junior high and up. Mm-hmm. Like go outside. I told them to get out of the room, whatever, go do something. But I can't recall telling my kids go outside and play.
Go outside.
Go to your own room or go whatever. Man, they were small kids when I was telling them to go outside. It was small. But anyway, the point is, kids shouldn't be listening to this show. That's the point. All right, before we even get into any topics and conversations. Are you ready?
Really ain't, because I just realized this audio capture, I got to pull in, let's see. Change the audio capture that I was using. That audio wasn't sounding too great. Change the audio capture that was using.
From the roadcaster?
It sounded like the audio capture is coming from
the camera?
Like
yeah, you got it going to, well, you're going straight to it? Oh, straight to the camera. So, yeah.
This shit sound like, this is the audio from let me make sure my output right. MacBook. Because I got this loop audio installed to make sure it ain't doing nothing.
You got all that software. Skin and Bones. You're streaming, recording.
Video capture.
I ain't got no
notification.
notification.
This shit ain't showing up. Okay.
I ain't got no notification that said you went live either, because when you go live, it notify me. I got my notification turned on.
I don't know why. Let's see. Alright, let me unplug and plug this back up. Because that may be. Oh, it's not plugged into the right thing. That's why. That's just like the mic on the camera. Oh, it's not plugged into the right thing. The latency low. It's just like the mic on the camera.
Mic check. 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 That's it.
Let me stop this recording.
Noticeable difference. Nigga, mic check.
Mic check. Mic check. Check, 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 check. What is that? Is that 3 people watching on that thing down there is what that says?
Probably so.
What is that? Is that 3 people watching on that thing down there is what that says?
Another mic check real quick.
Mic check.
Look like we good to go.
All right.
You can introduce it.
All right. Let's get into it then. I think we're ready to go. Do I have to, I got a live notification? Oh, is you on YouTube? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I see it on. I see JC Rocket just commented.
Yeah, it's live.
Okay. All right. So we get ready to get into this conversation. All right. One more time, but just officially, since we got everything set up correct this time, want to make sure you don't have any small children in the room because this shit ain't for them. All right. If your small kids are in the room while you listening to this conversation, you suck as a parent. All right. So you should not be having small kids in here listening to a conversation with amongst 2 grown men and whoever else is watching on the internet. All right. It's first and foremost. So, secondly, live from Making It Studios. All right. My guy, Kelby Blizm, Making It Magazine. I'm Blizm, K100 Radio. All right. We have no idea what the name of this show is called, so don't worry about it. We just come over here to talk until we figured it out. You just keep watching until we decide on the name. We'll let you know at a later date what we call this conversation. Point being, are you ready to get into this again? Some more stuff?
Yeah.
We got a lot of shit that's happened in since the last time we had a conversation, which was what, last week?
A lot of shit.
All kind of stuff. Where do we want to start at? I mean, we've got this whole, ever since the last time we talked, we've got this bullshit. Kanye's been back on again. All right. We've had the whole shit with Glorilla and the DJs, which has already been beaten to a horse, but not from my perspective.
Right.
All right. Kodak Black is, whining about him not winning, and he's been going at lotto. All right. The baby's crying about he's being blackballed. All right.
Wham, wham, wham. Bitch,
Right.
I'm the baby.
Right. I mean, literally. You know what I'm saying? Antonio Brown's whole situation, and that he's interjected into our world now because his situation is an actual music business situation.
I think it's
so
best
he's
to
injected
start
to our
there
world.
because that's a real quick, easy one to tackle.
So okay, so let me just
So set it up because
okay. So this nigga, I don't. First of all, let's be perfectly clear. Antonio Brown is a troll, right? And he's one of the dumbest.
picture me trolling. That's
He's
the title for this one. Picture me trolling.
That's it.
Yeah.
Picture me trolling. That might be. Well, then are we calling ourselves trolls?
No, this is what we talking about. This is all this shit that people doing online is motherfuckers is basically just trolling.
Are we trolling by having this show?
No, we're talking about the stuff that's going on.
Okay, just want to make sure.
People doing stuff that they're disingenuous stuff for attention is trolling.
Okay,
That's my definition.
I would go with that definition. I concur. All right. So Kanye is definitely a fucking professional troll. So is Charleston White bitch ass. I mean,
No, I think he definitely believes all that shit he says.
some of it is so fucking listen, it's one thing to kind of to principle like, okay, you don't like rappers, nigga, I don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, nigga, I don't like you, and so what?
Right.
But when you intentionally go in there and just say the outlandish stuff that certain people, he's a fucking troll. Like if Charleston White doesn't get the troll tag, then
No,
we stop this right now.
He's all right. He's
He's
still
a fucking troll. That's what he does. All right, so Charleston White is a troll.
His energy be disingenuous.
That nigga's a troll. If we can't even start this show off right, we can't agree that Charleston's a fucking troll. This shit ain't gonna work. All right, you know what I'm saying? He's literally the biggest troll in our community, literally right now at this point. There is no bigger
Kanye.
Okay, second biggest troll. My bad. Excuse me. I don't want to insult the GOAT troll. You know what I'm saying? The Godfather troll. You know what I'm saying? So
The greatest of all trolls.
right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All right. So let's get into it, man. So all right. So you want to go in? So Antonio Brown.
Right.
In case you guys don't know, if you're watching this and you don't know the situation with Antonio Brown, who is beyond just being a troll, he's a dumbass. Like, this is the same guy that blew $20-something million 2 days before it was supposed to hit his bank account. All right, for some outlandish reason. I personally think Antonio Brown. I said Antonio Troll. Antonio Brown has some severe medical issues from getting hit too many times. I will concur and concede that that's probably a high probability in his case, right?
Right.
Like, I think something physically wrong with the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Up here, right?
Right.
Now, I don't know if that came from the pork and bean projects or just getting hit and come across the middle taking them licks. I don't know which way it came from, but I generally think he bipolar or some shit. Like, that's just my personal opinion. But this guy, he's coming to our world and to our conversation because this is not necessarily a conversation that we have about sports. I watch sports, but it's not what this show is about. You feel what I'm saying? But he's in our world right now because he jumped into the music industry.
Right.
And we cover the music industry.
Right.
So he goes out, and after he blows his several opportunities to make millions of dollars again, all right, and to retire, and make more money again from professional sports as a wide receiver, after he's completely blown that and from trolling and doing all kind of wild, outlandish shit, he jumps into the music industry. He wants to be a rapper. It's like the fallback for a whole bunch of motherfuckers. When they fuck up, I want to be a rapper now. Why? Why does everybody feel like now you want to be a rapper now? Like, is that like
It's the lowest hanging fruit to get rich.
I can't. I want to argue with that. I don't know. Is it lower than trolling on the internet? Because that's like the lowest hanging fruit to me.
Nah.
Becoming a troll and going viral for doing stupid shit online is easier than rap.
They don't even because it's a lot of people who troll online that don't get rich. You see what I'm saying? Like, so you see,
it's a lot of rappers who we specialize in rappers who.
No, but you see the rappers that you see, you assume that they have money. You see what I'm saying? You can see a lot of people that go viral and know that they broke. Look at them like this nigga look like, all right, so Charleston White, you done seen plenty of videos. Have you ever thought about Googling his net worth?
That's what I'm saying, though, Kelby. That's what I'm saying. So, like, the lowest hanging fruit would be internet trolling as a way to get rich.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. Charleston White don't look like he doing great. Like, it's so many people who've gone viral on some internet shit, and you can look at them and tell that really didn't have much of an effect on their bank account. You follow me? But when you see a rapper or artist out there, because people don't understand the business, they assume.
Right, because them niggas be broke too.
They assume though.
Right. Some of them making money, some of them be broke.
And some of them, but because you assume, well, if it's on the radio, they got to be getting paid. He may not even have his publishing.
Right.
But you assume that money's being made.
They assume if he's doing shows, at least they get a little bit more than what the average person is. If you're getting a couple bands a show, you're still making more money than the average person if you're doing a tour, right? But that ends at a certain point, and then you also have to keep up the lifestyle and the look of that's
so
expensive.
People can assume.
So people can assume that you got more money. You feel what I'm saying? So listen, okay, so Antonio Brown decided to go to, I don't know, one of the lower hanging fruits. You know what I'm saying? I still won't call rap the lowest hanging fruit, but one of the lowest hanging fruits, and try to jump into the music industry. So he goes and sees. I didn't know this until I read this.
Right.
He signed a deal.
Right.
Like, I thought he was just fucking around. All right, just playing, just because he's probably still a millionaire.
He can do it,
right? Because he's probably still got some money from his first couple of contracts before he fucking blew it, right? I don't know. I'm assuming he might, but then again, he's so fucking stupid. He could have blown all that money. I don't know. Right. You know what I'm saying? He does bad business. That's on record. You feel what I'm saying? He's gotten sued a couple times, so he's had a lot of setbacks. So I don't know what his bank account is. I'm not counting his coins, but I'm just assuming.
Life may be hard right now.
Goes to become a rapper, signs a record deal with a company in Tampa.
Right.
All right. So Lil Wayne, of course, Lil Wayne wants to do a song with Antonio Brown because it's Antonio Brown. Lil Wayne is a sports fan. I give him that. He does talk sports. He's been on shows on ESPN. When he talks, you can tell he actually watch sports. He's not like somebody who just kind of part-time just there. He's like Ice Cube. They actually watch sports and they're into it, right? So, you know what I'm saying? But you could be into things like that. You know, it doesn't matter if you're rich or not, right? So Wayne is a sports fan, right?
Right.
He jumps on the song with Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown tells the label Wayne wants $250,000 to get on the song. Mm-hmm. But Wayne really only wanted $150,000 to get on the song. You know what I'm saying? So basically, Antonio Brown was going to keep $100,000. That's one of the things that he did with the label. You feel what I'm saying? And so basically, it's grand opening, grand closing for Antonio Brown and him and that label, because now they're like, okay, he's trying to get over on us. He's trying to play us. He's trying to pimp us. I'm like, you're a record label. You know what I'm saying? You signed up for this shit, and you signed up for artists doing stupid shit when you decided to get into the music industry. You know what I'm saying? But,
Yeah.
So now they're saying that he can't release any more music because he signed a deal with them and they own the rights to all his music. Yeah. So now they're saying, well, since you tried to screw us as a label, screw you, we're not going to put your music out. And also, you can't put any other music out. All right, your thoughts.
Good for them. That's it. I'm
nothing to say about why the
nigga. I'm so pro label. I'm so fucking pro label.
Nothing to say about the fact that this is even a story. Like nothing to say about why is Wayne getting on the track? Is it because he paid to get on the track?
Because it's so.
Nothing to say about the complete ridiculousness of it all.
But that's the thing I said. It's the lowest hanging fruit. It's like in music, because being a rapper requires no musical talent nor training.
Okay, yeah.
So when we talk hip hop, like it was about being a writer,
right,
and charisma and all that type of stuff. But all that's been stripped away because rap is now just produced. It's a product now. So now you have writers, you have all that. So you don't have to have anything. Anybody can.
You
rap
don't even need writers. You can literally be trash and people will still get into it.
No, but then if people still get into it and it's your original shit, then that's art. Like everybody got different flavors, but it's like when you like. All right, you got X amount of followers. Let's get you some records. Let's create your essentially
Bad Baby.
A boy band of one.
Bad Baby.
Maybe.
No, there's no fucking maybe. Don't say maybe. Don't fucking say maybe. You literally described her.
No. Okay.
Okay,
bad. I know who you're talking about. I'm thinking Bad Bunny. I'm like,
no, not Bad Bunny.
I'm like,
no, that's an artist.
Yeah,
Bad Baby. I'm
like
the white girl.
I know. Catch me outside.
Right.
All right.
Right.
Like,
But hold up. But that
she don't even hold space in my mind for me to connect. Like,
I mean, we're talking about fucking Antonio Brown at this point.
But but that's what I'm saying. It's like
he shouldn't be holding space in our conversation, but he interjected himself into our world, which is music.
That's the whole thing. Do I already have? I'm living rent free in your mind. Let's move some furniture in. Let's figure out how we can make this like so. Oh, you had a viral moment. They know your name.
Yeah.
You had to so how can we turn this into something that we can monetize? And so intellectual property is the cheapest thing because it scales exponentially.
Yeah.
Because
you're not even producing anything. You're not even actually manufacturing a product. You don't even have any overhead.
Right.
A lot of times, you just kind of sort of coming up with some shit.
That's why
you have overhead when you're creating music because you have to pay to create certain things. You have to pay producers, pay studio time, blah blah blah, and all that.
Right.
But just being a troll. You know what I'm saying? And someone made I think it was Sharbates or somebody said Kanye was, I think, shout out to the homegirl, she made a post talking about how Kanye lives rent free in our head. And I guess my retort to that would be, like you just said, like, I don't look at it as him or Charleston or anybody necessarily living rent free in my head. I just look at it as, if that's the case, everything on social media or any trending topic is, like, politicians live rent free in our head. You feel what I'm saying? Like, issues at work live rent-free in our head. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's always going to be something you on your brain or something you're thinking about. And when we're talking about social media and the way the world operates now,
that's it.
That's just like...
Bro, I unfollow all kind. Listen, it's like plenty. Like, I have to actively. I don't just follow people. Like, oh, you follow me, let me follow you back. I don't follow. Like, I. It's a concerted decision to follow people, and like, And I've been loving, like, you know, the Instagram didn't introduce the subscription thing. Like, people can sell their subscriptions and shit. And that shit been popping up like, oh, why the fuck am I following you in the first place? I've been unfollowing all kind of motherfuckers, like, because you get, like, like, that's what, like, I may go weeks without posting.
Yeah, but I don't, here's my thing, I think with that. I don't have a big problem necessarily, quote unquote, follow. And I just hate that they even came up with that particular term, or even like and follow is just so you know, because I don't necessarily.
It's generic.
Yeah, it really is. But it's okay. But I don't necessarily have to.
It's applicable.
Yeah, you're right. Because of what you're doing, yes, basically what it is. Like, it makes sense. But I can follow a page or a person or whatever and not engage them in several different kind of ways. Like, I can choose, you know what I'm saying? The algorithm going to take care of half of it. Right. Unless you engage with it or unless you get into it with that person, they just let you show less and less.
Yeah, but I don't even want an accidental engagement, nigga. Like,
but you're gonna choose. But you
always want to be part of that 3% test group at no point in time.
But you're gonna still have to ultimately be the boss of yourself. That's my thing is, like, how strong is your mental fortitude to not even sit there and just, like, let that shit get to you like that?
Well, see, that's the thing. It ain't even. It's like, it ain't. Like, I know. Like, so this is the thing. Like, just reading and studies. Like, willpower is like a muscle. It's like you have to exercise it for it to get stronger, but then also at the same time, the more that you use it, it tires out. So if you exercising your willpower at the gym or doing something in one capacity, later on that day, when you know that you're supposed to be doing something else, you're going to be less resilient to not go kick it with the guys or go do this thing that you know you're not supposed to, because you've kind of exhausted your will, your mental fortitude, your willpower. So, like, I just remove that shit off the table altogether. The less I have to deal with, then I'm good for the other shit. Like, it's people that I do follow because I have to follow them, but they be posting some bullshit, right? so
just scroll. How hard is it to just? I mean, because
I ain't saying. Okay, so understand, my bullshit isn't necessarily some shit that I don't want to see. It's some shit that's gonna interest me, but at the same time, I don't want this to turn into my explore page. Like, yo, it's all the BBL, all the little sexy little stuff like that, all the fight, all the little, like, yo, you a nice sensational caption and some video that catch my attention. All right, let me see what's going on here. Or the little argument, like, you're gonna be drawn to it. I ain't gonna like it, but guess what? They watching like, oh, nigga, you left this on your window a little long. You like that?
I know they watch all that, like how long you actually stuck on it and pulled
everything,
it.
Like, all right, we got some more of that for you, buddy.
Okay, yeah, but I think still, you know, if I don't feel like engaging, whatever. And I also have a thing about, you know, this thing, and as far as, especially with the music industry, is just horrendous. But celebrity shit anyway, like the way that they are so disengaged with the people that's following them, but they're celebrities. You know what I'm saying? That's the nature of it. But I just don't like. If I go to, especially on, I
hate it more when independents and smaller people are like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like that's mostly close to our reality of world that we're dealing with. Like, if I go to an artist page and I know that they're not even really a celebrity, whatever. Even if you could, and first of all, everybody with a blue check ain't a celebrity. It's a lot. I met a lot of people over the past week that have blue checks that aren't celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many ways. Because you can manipulate the system and get no blue check. Like, and I know exactly how to do it. I just haven't decided. I decided why. What's the point? You know what I'm saying? But we could both get blue checks if we really wanted to. But what's the point? You know what I'm saying? But it's like, when I see that and they're not following anyone at all, like they're following 50 people, but they got all these people following them trying to consume their content, I kind of just assume you an asshole a little bit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, oh, out of all these people that's fucking with you, you ain't got time to just maybe be interested in any of them at all. So to me, I kind of look at that like, okay, especially if you're an independent artist, like, you've got thousands of followers, but you only following 50 people. I'm definitely not finna follow you. That's the first fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm definitely not finna follow that page. Like, even if I fuck with you like that, I'm just not following that page. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna look at it, and then however you get in contact with me, you get in contact with me, and it is what it is. But I'm definitely not gonna follow your fucking page. if you're not even a celebrity and you know what I'm saying, you don't feel like you don't want to engage with anybody, but you're here on social media and you've got people that's trying to engage with you. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot of independent artist marketing plan. I'm gonna trick you into thinking I'm on.
Right.
Like
I'm gonna do this
shit.
Being a part of the game. Literally fake it till you make it is embedded in. That's like a term that we've heard a quadrillion times in our society. Not before even rap got here. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a part of. I don't know. That ain't, you can't say that's some black shit. But that ain't no black shit. That's like people shit.
But it's like that fake it till you make it shit dangerous though. Like it was different before social media, before the internet. Because you can fake it till you make. Everybody fakes it. Like it's like because you're a different person in different situations. Like you're a different person around your grandmother than you are around your homeboys.
That's not being faking. That's respectful.
No. But it's showing a different side of you. Like you're not the same. Like then you two-faced it. You feel me? But yeah, you got many faces. I got a face for my kids. I got a face for my wife. I got a face for my job. And so it's like understanding that in certain situations, I got to present this other face, right? But
is that fake? Hold on. Is that other person really your persona though? Like I don't necessarily know if it's faking because I got, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't necessarily call that.
Call Lalo.
I'm just saying, like I don't know if that's necessary. I don't necessarily consider that faking, Kelby. Like you feel what I'm like you have to put on this particular persona when we're at music industry events or whatever. Yeah. And that's just how. But that's still really you. You just know that we have to move this way and have these kind of conversations and have this particular energy because we're in this particular setting.
The real me. See, that was the thing. Like. That's why I switched my whole business model up, like with doing the membership and the subscription and all that shit. And everything that I do is built around me just being able to be me and not having the code. Yo, I don't like that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I'm not coming to your event. And being able to just say that and know that it does not, like, it may affect the potential for me to make money with you, but it won't affect me being able to make money.
Right.
And like, that's the thing.
I mean, we both have a kindred spirit in that where we designed our platforms to operate independently of needing to be in that particular circle of people or in that particular room at whatever moment.
We about to just go all the way left. Atlanta's so goddamn fake.
I mean...
It's like they need like a smog alert like scale on the news for the level of fake.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Somebody just shared
an index.
somebody just shared. I think it was Jay Prez. No, it was Voorhees. I think it was, or Jay Prez, and one of them just shared a post about this girl. She was like, Atlanta's so fake, and then they had this girl come on behind her and break down like, no, Atlanta ain't fake. It's just that you don't know how to move in the city.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? There's a difference. I don't personally think that Atlanta's just like also necessarily also fake. Because I just feel like you just got to know how to move. You got to move a certain kind of way when you hear. And there's so many people that come up here thinking that it's sweet and it's not.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
It ain't. See, that's the thing. Real Atlanta ain't fake. You follow me? Real Atlanta. There's a real Atlanta. Motherfuckers who was born here. Motherfuckers who been here.
Like what is define here?
Atlanta. Who
Metro Atlanta or Atlanta?
Metro Atlanta.
Okay.
Like when I ain't talking about. I ain't getting into that territorial geography shit. I'm talking about motherfuckers who was born in Rockdale County, wherever the fuck. Like they've been here. They remember Freaknik. They remember like all this shit. They're not here. They don't come here with an impression of what it's supposed to be and who they're not. So they don't come down like it's so many people who come from elsewhere who come to reinvent themselves.
Yeah.
And so there's that level of fake.
Wait. No. Like, what do you mean? Wait. Because you automatically jumped in and called that coming somewhere to try to reinvent yourself or either better yourself is not necessarily
not
being
better yourself.
Well, reinvent yourself because you could come. Okay, hold on. If you move from a place and it was economically depressed, there was no real opportunities,
right?
Especially if you're like an artist or some shit like that, right? And there's no opportunities for you or whatever, and so you coming here to reinvent yourself and become a professional in another atmosphere.
You know how many
that's
niggas,
not necessarily being fake.
How many niggas I run into that's from somewhere that's rough, but they wasn't from the rough part of that somewhere. Yeah.
But then they like, they always, nigga, you know how it is back in
but
that type of shit, nigga.
Okay.
All right.
You got to be specific though, because you was like came here to reinvent himself.
Specific.
Right. Okay. So it's how many people do you really run into like that here for real?
Tons.
For real.
How
though.
many like yo?
How many people that just come here trying to come up?
The flip side on the females, like everybody knows your name, where you from.
Right.
Don't be down here like you brand new.
Oh yeah, hold on.
So then we gonna go into
you got motherfuckers who was getting trains ran on them in high school, and they coming up here and they acting like they real dimes.
It's like
everybody's got that. It's a flip to all of that.
Yeah. So it's like everybody is so many people down here because this is like just one of those places where a lot of people come to. Like that has an allure and it draws so many people, and it's like so many people down here like that's like have reinvented themselves and like, but like, yo, I see the cracks of the real you shining through. Like you're not even doing a good job masking it, nigga. Like,
I guess you have that. I mean, that's just fake. I just wanted to make sure that
you the toughest bitch ass nigga I've ever met.
I just want to make sure that we're not like throwing everybody that's coming up here trying to find opportunity, to trying to change their lives, trying to get some shit going, because you can't do that shit where you're from. And I'm one of those people. Like I came from a city where if you really want to be in the music industry, that shit is non-existent in my little small ass hometown. So I just came to the closest big city, which was Atlanta.
You don't fit that because you came up here and you grinded. You worked was like. You didn't come up here and pretend like you was popping back where you. You can't. If you can't.
Yeah,
like niggas come up here and just
you can pop back home. If you pop back home, you going to prison. That's the only thing it is. Ain't anybody popping but the dope boys. And so you popping like that back home, like that's my family. You know what I'm saying? But going to prison.
That's the thing why I say like when it comes to like especially when we talk about in this entertainment space. Is like it's this whole idea that I gotta pretend to be something else, and then there's this like with Atlanta being so many transplants, so many people from elsewhere, and like it.
And hold that thought.
Yeah,
pretending to be something else, right, which artists have to do, right? Artists have to kind of morph into another person when they're in their zone as an artist. And if as an artist, you understand you kind of have to morph into something different when you're doing your thing. You're still you, but there's a different part of you that's an artistic side, and it kind of morphs into another thing when you're performing, when you're writing. You know what I'm saying? When you're in your zone, right? You're just not the same. You're the same person. Doesn't make you fake, right? So I'm saying all that to bring in Charleston White bitch.
It can.
Hold on.
All right.
This is how I was getting back on track. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Before we got too far left. You know what I'm saying? Because Charleston White hates rappers. Right? He hates rappers, and he hates gang culture, right? For some reason he has a hard time making sure that he differentiates. You know what I'm saying? And separates
between the two.
You know what I'm saying? He kind of just says he says basically all rappers. He said he just had a clip where he said he was trying to before he died. His goal is to get 100 rappers locked up. What rappers? What rappers are you talking about? Are you talking about rappers that talk about gang culture? Okay, well, nigga, you must. Why? If you feel like that, nigga, why you ain't join the police force? You know what I'm saying? Like, why be a professional troll? You know what I'm saying? Right. You can't really lock nobody up. You can be a professional snitch. But if anybody with any sense knows who you are, why the fuck would they do anything dirty around your bitch ass? So
niggas is
how you gonna really lock anybody up? No, bro, ain't nobody that stupid. Nobody won't even whoop this nigga ass because they already know what's gonna happen.
Listen, all right, no.
He's not gonna get touched at this point. He's become a professional troll.
Come on, listen.
He can say whatever he want to say. Nothing's gonna happen.
You're not gonna debate me on the intelligence of motherfuckers right now.
I mean,
yo, hold on, wait. all this shit about them using these lyrics, in songs.
Yeah, it's
niggas recording right now.
Maybe, probably so, yeah. Okay.
Ain't no maybe, nigga.
Okay, but hold on. So you don't think right now at this point, motherfuckers have gotten to a point where, okay, I'm not gonna literally say if I just murdered a nigga yesterday, I ain't finna put it in the song right now.
No.
Out of all this attention,
no.
I think niggas done scaled it back a little bit. Actual rapping about actual.
I'll give you a little bit.
Felonies.
I'll give, but here's the thing.
Open cases, no.
I don't have that much faith in this. Like, you got way more faith in this.
I asked a couple people, Kelby, and real talk, I asked a couple people the last time I did an event, I asked that question to several people, and all of them was like, yo,
yeah, nah, it's not a good idea. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them was like, yeah, bro, but yo, I mean, you kind of do your thing, bro, but match what you say.
But
like all of them had that, hold on, yeah, but still you got to watch what you say now for real, because everybody's aware that you got Fannie Willis's and more people going to follow suit.
No.
You don't
Here's
think?
the reason why. Because all them niggas knew that beforehand. The niggas who doing it, it's dumb.
They just thought Fatback wasn't greasy, Kelby.
Nigga.
They thought Fatback wasn't greasy. They never thought somebody actually was going to do it.
I don't need to see a motherfucker catch on fire, like to know that I shouldn't pour this gas on me.
Sometimes you do. Motherfuckers, people knew it was always a possibility, but nobody was really going at it and actually doing it. So the niggas kept saying what the fuck they wanted to say. But now that they seeing Young Thug, an actual real popular ass rapper,
right, and
gonna go down for it, I think that particular case has made motherfuckers be like, nigga, we gonna keep it a 99. You know what I'm saying? Because that one might get us jammed up. And I think artists, independent and major, are mulling that over right now as they write shit. I think niggas are actively right now omitting certain shit out their bars.
I don't think so. Because niggas gone Vlad. Right.
Wait. When's the last time? I'm not a big Vlad fan as far as, he does what he does. So as somebody that's involved in media, you got to respect the platform. He does get crazy numbers with somebody talking his platform. He built it from the ground up. You can't take that from the white boy. It is what it is. Now, is he a cultivator and all that? That's a whole nother conversation. But for what he does, okay, nigga,
no.
You get a lot. You get traction when your shit drop. That's facts, right? Okay, that's all I got to positive say or negative about it, like nigga, because I'm not.
We gonna have the culture vulture debate one day.
I'm not checking for Vlad like that. You feel what I'm saying? Fuck that. But at the end of the day, if you go on that show right now today, them niggas be talking, but who really snitching about real shit that they doing right now? When the last time you heard a nigga really self-snitch on their ass in the past maybe 3-4 years? Because niggas already once it got out, at first they was fucking self-snitching. You go back to his archive is full of that shit. You feel what I'm saying? His archives are full of it. But now, past 5 years, really look at it. Those conversations got dialed back a little bit because everybody started talking about he the feds, he the police, blah, blah, blah. So that shit started circulating. So now niggas come on and they give you gems and jewels about personal shit, but not criminal activity no more. You feel what I'm saying?
So
not as much as they used to. His archives is full of niggas snuff snitching.
So I want to think about this. So they won't put that information out in the interview, which may get watched maybe, let's say 1 million times.
And used in court.
But they'll put that shit on a song that they hope to get streamed 1 billion times.
But I'm telling you, they're scaling it back.
I'm just showing you, just like how
they scaling it back.
Niggas is ridiculous.
They're scaling it back, man. Y'all watch, pay attention, because this conversation we having, all this is okay. These niggas ain't went to trial yet. These are the biggest niggas that's ever got jammed up like
Charleston
that.
Charleston White, your homeboy. Go ahead.
Back to the point, this police ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Which I don't even, he's just, I think, again, to me, Charleston White is just a troll. He just says things that he know will get people to hit share on the fucking button. Like, that's the definition.
Oh, I think
he's going to say whatever he thinks can make somebody share it.
He's fucking ridiculous, but I do understand his sentiment in some of the stuff that he says. But the way that, here's the thing though, he delivers it in a way like
that's funny to some people. That's why they hit share, because it's funny
to some people. But then
he's definitely more comedian than him. He's definitely more comedian than people. The nigga just did a stand-up show. Yeah, like I think he slick always wanted to be a comedian. And found a way to fucking finally get on the a way to get on the stage.
He's like Lenny Bruce. He's like a black.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Like, but and for our culture. And so, like, the shit that he's saying is counterculture to our counterculture. Like, because what black culture is for, like, the most of the, like, the street shit, the gang shit, or even the rap shit, a lot of that is countercultural. Like, shit that we normalize that isn't normal in the larger culture of America. And then, so, him being black, and, like, even the shit that, we'll get to Kanye in a second.
Yeah, Kanye's the same way. Him and Candace Owens.
Yeah,
her. They're all To me,
trolling black people.
They're trolling. They're trolling.
But here's what's so fucked up.
They're trolling white people too.
No.
They're trolling us.
Here's what's so fucked up to me with this, right? He's trolling because he's counterculture to us, but we're counterculture to the regular society. So we like, yeah, I want to get rappers locked up for doing what? For killing niggas and selling crack.
Whoa. And hold on.
No, wait. Let me follow. Like
Who's
the shit that he be talking about, nigga, you sitting up, you ain't gonna run up on these white people, you gonna do this, but you wanna run up on me and like he's talking about real shit. You'll go and motherfucking kill this motherfucker, but you'll tweet about the January 6th shit. You'll tweet about and you'll post about this racial shit.
Why the fuck would we be involved with January 6th?
No. Like when there are issues going on that affect black people, when they go kill an unarmed black man who just out jogging, when they motherfucking kill an unarmed black man who outside the window, like all these things, like where all that gangsterism, where all that militant, we've always militant with each other. This is the only thing I'm gonna put it like this.
You said a key word. We what militant with each other?
With each other, street militant.
Street militant. And so when shit go down in the streets, that's what happens.
But this
in the streets.
This is the thing that like I don't even get this. Like I watch all these videos and all this stuff come up, and like when people get shot, police harassment, all this stuff, and when like a nigga like the cops up on you. And niggas being like belligerent or disrespectful, like fuck you, nigga, like and like even if they in the fucking wrong, the nigga got a gun and he's a cop,
right?
Like even if he wrong, right? But you want to be belligerent and call him out his name and all that stuff to the nigga with a gun, and you've already seen all this shit, but then your ass get to court. And you respectful of a motherfucker who can take the rest of your life with a gavel. Like, yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir.
At that point, like you already caught.
But no. How you got respect for a motherfucker with a gavel, but not one with a hammer? Like, you follow me? Like, yo, in just, why would you not, like, yo, looking at the situation, like, yo, you caught, nigga, like, you down on the.
That's the point. When they're in court, they're already caught. They done got caught. Now they're trying to stay free, so the mentality changes. Listen, I'm talking from experience, and hold on, let me be clear before I say what I'm finna say.
Go ahead.
I don't get necessarily belligerent with policemen like that. Even though I don't really fuck with the police like that. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? I don't get belligerent with them because I know for a fact I can afford bond in most cases, and I got money for an attorney at this point in my life.
Right.
But I was definitely less respectful when I was younger. Some of this stuff comes with young youth and everything. We're talking about who I am now at 40-something versus who I was at 25. Yes, I have gotten kind of a little rowdy with police and shit like that. Like, fuck y'all and talk back to them and all that shit when I was younger. But as I grew up and I got older, I realized, you know what? I'm gonna lose right here. I'd rather go ahead and see him. I see him in court. You
but
feel what I'm saying?
Here's the thing. That's what I'm saying. That speaks to our culture.
It's levels to like everybody. It's levels to everybody who do that shit, bro.
But all
the dope boys that I knew growing up, bro, that had that long bread. They ain't go out there saying fuck the police and all that. Some of them did. That was cowboys, but that was just them as a motherfucking person. They was always on 10. Yeah. Fuck the police. Fuck everybody. Fuck you. They was always fighting in the club. But the niggas who had that loan money, who was really getting it, was like, they was laughing when they get locked up.
Yeah, this part of the game.
I'm finna get back out. Don't worry about. I'm finna bond down there tonight, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or whenever. So I think some of that stuff you're talking about is the personality. Is my point? Is the person? The person is just on 10 like
no. But here's all right. So I can give you that because you got some people that do no matter what.
Right.
But here's the thing: it's also I feel like a lot of that is for the people who ain't that. People gonna go with whatever everybody else doing. Certain people is just the culture. Like, and that goes to our conversation with niggas selling dope, niggas joining gangs, females being hot, like when they young, like all this stuff. It's like, what is everybody else doing around you at this age when you hella impressionable, and then you adopt this idea that this is what the norm is. Mm-hmm. So it's like shit, like talking to damn, it was a conversation we was having, just like talking about like the age at which people lost their virginity, and like when you go down south, it'd be like motherfucking shit, 8,
different.
9, 11, 12. Like it's like a whole different thing. Like
There's when you down south, especially my home in Florida, bro, we was fucking. Everybody was fucking in junior high, like pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So or trying to, or probably have, even if you ain't did the whole thing, you did something sexual by the time you way before you get to high school.
It's a cultural thing.
You know,
it's like like the culture that you're around and all these things affect your actions.
Yeah,
and what you see as acceptable behavior.
Right.
And
yeah, we came from Daisy Dukes, we came from Loop, we came from Pop That Pussy, Florida was a different animal. You meet people from Florida, and you tell them our stories, they be like, bro, you was doing that in 8th grade.
Like bucking with the police.
Right.
Like in our culture, we make that the accept. Like that's the cool thing. Like when you young, like the niggas, you go to, even that young nigga when you go to jail, it's the culture like when you in that courtroom and everybody else calling them your honor and you respect, like, and you understand, like if at the same time, it's like,
I done seen niggas say fuck the judge and throw birds at the judge.
Yeah, because that's just that nigga.
And that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah,
them niggas was always like, they ain't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
They was in all the way through.
Right.
Nigga, don't be like that right here and not have that same energy all the way through.
Yeah, but I mean, like everybody's.
You probably didn't either have that. Nigga, you probably wouldn't have been there if you didn't have that energy there.
Okay, so again, that goes back to your original point about changing faces and being different at different points and different times. And it's not necessarily fake. It's like you unless you just completely reckless, you understand. Let me.
Okay.
In this moment, in this moment, nigga, I already know. Oh, they already got the die moment. You feel me? It is what it is. Ain't need me got them getting. You know what I'm saying? Okay, don't worry about it, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because when I bond out and I get this lawyer, it's whatever. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You feel me? You may do a little selling out, but you already know. You know what I'm saying? You already know what it is at the end of the day. Ain't no needing. And that's a person. I think that's a person. For me, bro, like looking at it and looking and knowing, seeing people doors get kicked in, being all that growing up. Like I can tell you that most of the time, the people you talking about, they just like that, bro. Them niggas is just them, and females. The females that do all that selling out, they just like that. They just always they just cowboys. I got family like that. Cussing the fucking feds out as they rushing the prop, as they locking my cousins listen, watch this podcast, they know it's true. Cause cussing the feds out as they fucking raiding the shit, knowing everything is dirty. You know what I'm saying? Because them niggas was just like that. You know what I'm saying? and went the feds. You know, and went fed. You know what I'm saying? And them motherfuckers was just like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was a horrible idea, but they just was like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I would have been there that day, I would have been like,
but on some very real shit,
we all round us up, bro. We gonna have to go down. We gotta get out, bond out.
I see too many people who ain't like that.
Who are these people you know? Who Kelby? Now we ain't talking about internet trolls. We talking about people who see online. My conversation should come from like shit I be seeing in the real world. Not the internet.
Too. Like niggas be hella respectful in that courtroom. Niggas be hella respectful in that courtroom. Like, that's the point that I make. Just niggas be hella respectful in that fucking courtroom.
Because you in the courtroom. Bro, like, at that point, it ain't about you. You already got the charge.
I'm going to be more respectful to the motherfucker who can take my life than the man who can take my time.
Bro. And if they kill you right then, you just dead. If in that prison for 20, 30 years, you just dead.
Value my life.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, nigga,
but I'm saying, motherfuckers out there
don't want to sit down.
Right.
It's like, I don't like, nigga, I'd rather die than be bored, nigga.
At that point, it's like at that point, motherfuckers, and that's what I'm trying to tell you, but at that point, it just changed. When you know you facing them low numbers, it's like, bro, I already got caught. Like, it's past that point.
But you know what? And that's, you see, and I think that... You know, that's kind of, man, we got to keep it moving. Okay, Charleston White. Like,
but Charleston White is, to me, again, Charleston White is a fucking troll, right? You know what I'm saying?
Uncle Ruckus.
And so is he a coon or is he trying to save our people? Because you got motherfuckers on my feed just love him to death. Because, he just saying what really need to be said and blah, blah, blah. Nigga, we already know the shit.
I agree with this.
This nigga saying certain stuff. Oh, are gangs bad? Nigga, yes. And so what?
And is racism bad? It's killing unarmed black people bad?
Yeah.
And so what, nigga?
And it's bad.
But that's the point that I'm making is we are so countercultural that a motherfucker is coming in saying shit like he's saying the gangs. He's saying shit that's like that makes fucking sense, but because we're so countercultural in our culture, like the
no,
whole
because
thing,
it's never gonna make sense to me.
No.
He's not saying anything that makes sense when he says.
No, he didn't say some wild shit.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I ain't gonna say
he's mixing in a complete level of fuck shit in with shit that we already know that's bad, bro. So that's to me that's trolling.
Right, but the shit that you already know is bad, nigga, you don't not you,
right.
But niggas don't share that shit. See, the fuck shit is in there for the shares and the likes and the engagement. Like that's how I see it. It's all part of the comment. It's all part of the like here's
hold your definition of trolling it again at the top.
Disingenuous. That's why I said
right, exactly.
But I said, remember, I was like, nah, I think he believed the shit he say, but then I doubled back and I said the energy sometimes is disingenuous.
Okay,
like that's my assessment. I feel like
what part of him is disingenuous?
All right, so the shit with the snitching shit. Like how we take that shit to the extreme, like no snitching, and anyone who says anything to the cops or cooperates with law enforcement is a snitch, right? And it's like someone, motherfucking grandmother, auntie who been living here for fucking 15 years, and y'all running around here doing shit, and she called the cops, she's snitching on y'all. Yeah, it's like no, she's a fucking concerned shit. Like the difference between motherfuckers who are up. Like on the porch and off the porch. If you're in the streets or you're on the curb, it's a very big difference. And so we try to take these street principles and apply them to motherfuckers who ain't in the streets. And that's the bigger problem.
You know what? Now let me tell you, bro. I grew up, bro, I've never seen anybody just go and outright call the old lady who just trying to get y'all to stop selling drugs on the street necessarily. They may say snitch, but not treat you like the definition of snitch in the street. You feel what I'm saying? Mr. Woods, shout out to people who may be watching this. Mr. Barnes, you know what I'm saying? He was one of the. He was like that. He just wasn't with the shenanigans that we was on my grandmama's street.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he may call the police if we out there and we just been at it all day. You know what I'm saying? And he just watching the traffic and he just know what's going on. Yeah. He might call him in. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but we knew why. We knew he's an old man. We knew we wasn't treating him like literally a motherfucker who's an informant. You feel what I'm saying? There was a clear, precise difference between we knew why he was doing it because he was an old man.
But you an OG though. Like that wasn't passed down. It was just niggas snitching. And it's like, and you know, just like how motherfuckers will use language when it suits them. Like when they dealing with a female, when they dealing with work with that, all this shit. Like whenever like motherfuckers like it'd be like when some shit come out, somebody at the store is like, oh, they being racist, they trying to stop me because I'm like, no, they stopped you because you had motherfucking 8 pounds of steak in your pants, nigga. Like, you know, like just try to play the card when it suits them. So when you're the nigga that get the cops called on you, these motherfuckers out here snitching and shit, like, and then like,
if you get caught with the 8 steaks at the Walmart, bro, nobody's gonna be on your side though.
But here's the thing:
not even no black people. Everybody gonna be like, look at this nigga.
But before the video comes out, your tweets and your posts and all that shit, and we already gonna be like, cancel Walmart and all that. See, that's why I don't shop at Walmart. Like all that shit.
If they get caught with the steaks, we gonna keep it pushing, bro. You done got caught.
The old chick who was here with her boyfriend and they was in the park and the cops arrested her.
Yeah,
that. Like when there was just that video, it was it made the rounds.
That still was extreme.
And then when the video,
that still was extreme. I still felt like that was extreme.
Here's the thing.
I felt like that. I know when you talk. Yeah, no. I still felt. Ultimately, at the end of the day, she was popping off. But ultimately, at the end of the day, like I said, once he got physical with her and all that, that was still unnecessary to me.
How?
Because he just didn't have to do all that, bro.
No. But see, and here's the problem, because. And this is where all things have to be equal. Women deserve equal pay.
Oh, we don't got time for this. No. Fuck no. We can't go down the rabbit hole. No, let me go. No, Kelby. No, we can't. No, we don't have time. No, first of all, we can't even start the conversation without a female guest in the room. So let's just go ahead. Let's go.
So
Bro,
go ahead.
We can't deviate all the way down that hole.
Like, no,
that hole is
listen,
deep. You know what I'm saying? And we need a female here to counter say what we gonna say.
Hey, so it's been said.
Anybody, any females watching? Because on the live, because we can't. No, hell no.
Next topic.
Next topic. Kanye West wears the damn White Lives Matter shirt. Now, of course, Kanye and Charleston White both have fan bases and people who gonna feel like no matter what the fuck they say, I want to get 100 rappers locked up, whatever. No matter what they say, White Lives Matter. No matter what they do.
Kanye was the first rapper he got locked up. Would you fuck with Charleston White then?
No, you know why? Because listen, unless you know me. Unless the motherfuckers harming old people and kids, I'm one of them OGs. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't fucking with old people and kids, nigga, all bets off. You know what I'm saying? But you come in my shit, you get what you get. Because I'm not handling it like that. You know what I'm saying? You come in my shit, I'm gonna lay you flat, and they're gonna take you out on the stretcher. You know what I'm saying? But get it how you live out here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Don't fuck with me or mines, because I'm coming to see about you. That's it. But all bets off if you ain't fucking with old people and kids. Hustle. Get how you live, right? Okay. I just think that Kanye, besides being the ultimate fucking troll, is also probably more detrimental than a lot of these rappers you be talking about killing each other on tracks, because he has found a way to trick people into believing the most insane stuff, because he's not coming out. You can't jump on Kanye and say, oh, Kanye's coming out talking about killing people and gang culture and all that right there. So he's not going to draw that kind of ire. You feel what I'm saying? That kind of heat.
Right.
So then, therefore, he's going to have a lot of people that's been following him, because all his music, he was making College Dropout. It was kind of more positive. It was boom bap and shit. What, you know what I'm saying? So his fan base is in there. They dug in. Kanye ain't that kind of dude. Right. But when he does something like that and tries to pass it off as some sort of message, right? He makes it seem like it was okay to do that. And nigga, it wasn't, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to, nigga, you could have wore any fucking thing. Nigga, you could have wore those ragged ass, bullshit, trash bag ass clothes that you got. You could have wore any fucking thing. You did not have to, you and Candace Owens, I don't fuck with her either.
Blizm.
You motherfuckers did not have to fucking put a shirt on that said White Lives Matter, because you know exactly what the fuck that shit is meaning.
Blizm, are you insinuating that white lives don't matter?
I don't give a nigga, listen to me. Fuck all lives matter. Fuck blue lives matter. Fuck white lives matter. And bitch, Black Lives Matter came from a particular set of situations. The term and the movement, whether you believe they stole money or whatever, that shit came from a genuine place of basically our lives matter, police brutality, police are killing black people, and they're not getting held accountable. That's what that shit stands for. That shit is a real problem. That's where that came from. Any iteration of that is an assault on that basic principle of what that really came from. I don't give a fuck what y'all don't sit in and try to make it paint it or whatever. Nigga, the point is, and that nigga know that. That nigga know that. No. Candace know it too.
No, but see,
but they try to do shit like that and say shit like that, bro, to make it seem like the Black Lives Matter shit really was rooted in bullshit.
That ain't it. It's outrage market. No, it's not rooted in bullshit.
Right.
Like, but here's the thing is, like, I've talked about this like out at events and stuff like that. It's like most of the motherfuckers who are offended by that statement don't live by the tenets of Black Lives Mattering. In my personal point of view.
But about what? Like about White Lives Matter?
No, Black Lives Matter. Like, so
I'm never. What do you mean offended by it? What do you mean?
No, don't live by the principle that Black Lives Matter. Like for instance, wait. I'm talking about black. Nah, fuck that.
Okay,
I'm talking about just Black Lives Matter.
Yes,
when they're taken away by white people.
Especially policemen who are charged with protecting and serving in a capacity where it's supposed. That's what it's from.
I agree with that. No, I agree. Listen,
it's a hard stop there, Kelby.
No, it ain't.
That's what the Black Lives Matter shit came from.
But here's the problem. The problem doesn't. All right.
Is it or is it not?
No. There's a problem, and then I'm always solution oriented.
Right.
Like, so we can sit up and talk about who broke the motherfucking vase all damn day, or I can go get some super glue and start But just talking about figuring out who broke it and how it broke and where the pieces are, like that ain't gonna fix the fucking vase. And like so, and that's the thing, like where for certain things for me, it's like I don't even like I was like I'm a damn near apathetic because I'm like I be saying so much, Black Lives Matter, but I watch how you live your life, nigga. You don't fuck with black people. Like black people don't fuck. Like when we talk about the things that like fuck all that. Like on when it comes to civil rights and equality and shit like that, I don't expect anybody to fix my situation. I don't expect nobody to go work a job to pay my rent.
Okay, neither.
You
do
feel
I.
me? So it's like so.
I do expect police not to kill people.
So who are you telling Black Lives Matter?
It started from police brutality. That's what it was about.
No, but they said who is that statement directed to? Who are you telling? Are you telling
lawmakers, policemen?
Do you think people, that if I have to tell you, then either if you didn't already know that, then you just don't care. Like so for me, that was the whole thing of. And so what it for me when the whole
we know they don't care. That was the whole problem.
So then it's like me still telling like that for me, I feel like Black Lives Matter is not for us to be telling to cops or white people or other races. It's for us to be telling to each other.
Okay, listen to me. Let me say this again.
Go ahead.
That is
not on no black on black crime. Like I'm not talking about that.
It's not even a black on black crime. Right. Saying that Black Lives Matter and that phrase again, it came about. All right, to highlight police brutality, people getting killed. Right. That's what the protests were about. It was all. So what else? George Floyd was fucking murdered on the side of the street. All right. So was Eric Garner. All right. So was a lot of people. You feel what I'm saying? So it was about law enforcement's treatment of black people. Hold on. That's what it's for. Now, however you or anybody else feels like we should be applying ourselves as black people to love one another, which we should.
Right.
That phrase, trademarked, and when it started in 2018 or whatever, when all that shit happened. All right. When it became a brand, when it became a coined phrase, it was about police brutality.
I can't do this show with you, bro. I can't do this show with you. That's what it was about. Stop. I literally said, like I think Friday. I was like, I'm gonna go a whole week without saying the word nigga.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
this whole show,
what was the point?
Nigga, like everything that you're saying, like I'm like nigga.
That's what it was.
I got you.
So now we get back to our topic tonight, which is Kanye West,
right?
And him wearing that White Lives Matter shirt.
Okay,
that shirt was a jab at what was started as and always has been until other people tried to morph it into something else.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Other people tried to. That's it, and it happens to us all the time. The reason why it was started, the reason why it went viral, the reason why it was coined and everything was from a legitimate problem that this country has. The racism problems and the problems with black people is mainly getting killed by police. It started genuine. It's a real problem. It still is going on right now. But everybody wanted to make it a problem about black on black or what black people should do. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about. That's not what the fuck we was talking about when we coined this phrase. Now, this nigga done went out and started wearing a White Lives Matter shirt. And that's just like saying blue lives matter, all lives matter to me. That's some shit a white motherfucker, a white person. When I say white motherfucker, I'm talking about like crackers, not like white people that are just good people. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking about honkies, peckerwoods, right?
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like racist ass white motherfuckers who really don't fucking like black people. Not just average good white people who just don't are like, low, yo, I'm not, it has nothing with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you got white people that's like that, right? It's always been good white people.
Right.
You had abolitionists. We would never got free if it wasn't for the help of abolitionists. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
There's always been a level of a percentage of white people who was like, that is fucked up. That is a human being.
But
hold on, let me finish. It's always been
all
there.
racist.
Right, okay, all racist. But the point is, this particular phrase was started for a particular reason. And now, everybody's trying to dilute it and try to change it to whatever to fit their narrative. To fit, well, we should be, I know what the fuck we should be doing, nigga, but that's not what the fuck we talking about. And Kanye, wearing that shirt, basically is pissing on the real problem that it all started from. Whenever you say blue lives matter to me, fuck you. All lives matter to me, fuck you. White lives matter to me, nigga, fuck you. And that's how I feel. So fuck that nigga for wearing that shirt. And Candace Owens. And you fucking goddamn Kanye minions who feel like the nigga can't do no wrong. Nigga, fuck you too.
No,
as a staff, a record label, and a crew, nigga.
I feel like
that's how I feel about it.
I feel like he's trolling.
He is, but don't find another way to troll, nigga.
No.
Find another way to troll.
But this is here's the.
You can tell me the earth flat, nigga. I'd rather you do that stupid shit. Tell me the earth flat, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Go Kyrie on me, but don't do that. Don't fucking play with me like that, bro.
This is the thing.
That's my problem.
It's so disingenuous, right? Okay. Like, for me, like, I don't agree with the situation. Like, but also it doesn't anger me because I'm used to motherfuckers doing stupid shit for attention. Like,
I know he's doing it for that.
I'm just so apathetic. It's like,
I know why he's doing it.
Nothing to me because I see so many people at all levels doing ridiculous ass shit.
I need to be clear.
For a little bit of attention.
People that watch this podcast need to understand that when I'm talking like that, I'm elevated like that. I'm just trying to make my point, but I don't give a fuck about Kanye West or that shirt. Really, at the grand scheme of things, but I'm gonna make sure that you understand that, nigga. I see what the fuck you doing, and I know why you trying to troll and trying to get this just because you trying to do whatever you feel like gonna make a motherfucker click or say something about Kanye West, nigga. Just like we talking about you today.
That's the thing.
Because I ain't talking about Donda or your music or nothing. I'm talking about you because of the shirt.
Here's what it is. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, this is what it is. This is the new world we live in. We care what you have, not how you got it.
Yeah.
That's it. So if he gets it from doing some bullshit like that, like if Kim gets it because her mom puts out a tape of her and Ray J fucking.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, wait a minute. That's a large jacket. You said her mom?
Kris Jenner? Like, that was the whole thing with Ray J recently.
Her mom, he said her mom put the tape out?
They brought him in. That was the whole, you ain't caught that story?
I didn't know the mama had nothing to do
and
with it.
They had them redo another scene of it, and it's like a whole thing. Like, it's a whole. You got to go Google.
I don't keep up with the Kardashians, nigga.
I don't either.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally can't. I'm literally just no.
Right.
I'm so uninterested in their lives.
Yeah,
like I don't know.
Listen, I found out like because like there was a whole thing with Ray J and his mental health and all that stuff like recently, and it was like all of this matriculated from the whole situation where they were trying to where he was on live and they've been trying to slander him like he put the tape, but it was like they brought him into the situation. She watched the tapes and went and did the deal with Vivid. She orchestrated as far as what he's saying.
Right.
Orchestrated all that, and he's on there with contracts and receipts on his live or whatever from what I'm understanding. And so,
did he have NDAs? Why it took him so long to bring this up?
Well, no, I mean, he benefited. It was just all of a thing. Like, everybody, this is what we did. This is, like I said, like, motherfuckers just be doing shit.
Right.
It helped him too.
Right. Yeah.
He made money.
Nobody talking about his music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So he made money out of the situation, whatever. But then it was like to the point where, like, how, this black guy did this thing to this poor white woman, right? And like when it starts taking that where they demonize him or they try to make him like the bad guy in the situation, not like because he's the one who took it and he's the one, and like when they started doing that narrative and then that starts affecting things, you understand, then it's like, hold on, motherfucker, like and so like but this like all this thing, that's why I said like all it's like motherfuckers, it should be like a lot of like just with dealing with these artists, and like I watch all of the shenanigans that people do and the stupid shit that people plan to do because they think it's gonna get them seen or some attention. And so the thing for like with the Kanye West shit, is nothing to me. When niggas wearing dresses with AKs on World Star, it's nothing to me. When motherfuckers is doing like all this shit is just like
it's nothing.
It's
we
like,
know it's nothing. But,
I just don't.
But if we're gonna talk about it on the podcast,
no, like
I'm gonna make sure I get my point clear about why I'm like Kanye is a fuck nigga for doing that.
And it's like, and
you feel what I'm saying? Whether or not he's a genius artist and all that was some fuck nigga shit to do that he didn't have to do.
But no, and that's what like, it ain't even, I'm not even. See, and that's what like I'm not mad at them on that because I think
I'm not mad. I'm gonna call it what it is.
And see, but here's the thing. So
I'm not gonna let these motherfuckers act like Kanye didn't do nothing wrong.
Give me 3 minutes. Give me 3 minutes. So we say Black Lives Matter. Mm-hmm. Black Lives Matter. Everybody. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Yeah, Black Lives Matter. And a dissenting white person doesn't like that. All lives matter. Mm-hmm. And then we argue, no, motherfucker, Black Lives Matter. And it's like, so now we back and forth with Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matter. Well, now we're a minority antagonizing the majority versus, you're right, all lives do matter. So why ain't we protecting these black lives? Come on over here and join us in fighting for these, like, because now we're calling you bluff. Because if you say all lives matter, then that's inclusive of Black Lives Matter. Then you need to be out here with us, and you need to take that same energy with your all lives matter shit and put it into let's pass this legislation. Let's do these things to reform the police departments, like because all lives matter. You yourself said that.
That's right.
But when we sit up and we just dig our heels in over semantics, then it becomes a us versus them, and then we're just war. It's the war of slogans, and like that's why like for me it's like this shit's so fucking trivial because niggas still getting killed. Like, and that's why like so the whole thing was like I'm like, all right, niggas.
Okay, so listen, what you're saying makes perfect sense, but we understand that when the phrase was coined, we get treated differently and we get killed at a disproportionate rate when we should not be. The deadly force was being used on black people. This is not what we making up, but this is no facts. It wasn't no white motherfucker that got choked out and killed on the fucking corner right there. All right, on camera. Right. George Floyd was a black man. That was a white cop. Right. So when it was coined, what you're saying, yeah, we should say all lives do matter, but don't try to negate the fact that this is started because this atrocities and this injustice was happening to black people. It started out as Black Lives Matter, and we want to make sure we understand that this shit is about black people. We understand all lives matter, nigga. You don't have to fucking tell me that shit. I don't need to hear that shit, nigga. I know that. But you motherfuckers ain't the one getting killed at a high alarming rate by law enforcement, so I don't want to hear it.
Interesting.
I don't want to hear that. Because what you're doing is trying to actually minimize what the real issue is. You're trying to take away from the point that this is happening to us. It ain't happening to Asians. It ain't happening to all. It's happening to black people. George Floyd was black. Eric Garner was black. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Tamir Rice was black.
Yo, like, but
the girl up there that got when they kicked in her fucking door and shot the fuck up, black. The old 90-year-old woman in fucking goddamn Atlanta, black.
Right.
Nigga, we not finna change the fucking narrative, nigga.
Tamir
this shit
Rice.
is about
Trayvon Martin, like it's like,
right.
It's
that's what I'm saying. So don't try to hijack the phrase and try to turn it around to fit. No, nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. We know we don't have to say all lives matter because that's what it should be. Right now, we're talking about this shit that's going on with us, and don't fucking make a fucking poke at it for fucking trolls and likes and shares and controversy when you already a fucking billionaire, nigga. You don't need money. You don't need attention, nigga. So don't try to troll us and troll people with that shit, Kanye.
Here's
I'm not letting them get away with it.
Here's the thing. He'll drop a new project.
Yeah, what?
Niggas be with it.
Who? I mean, if you got a dope single,
you know,
if you got a dope single, I'm a programming director for a platform, so you know what I'm saying. I'm not blackballing nobody. I still play R. Kelly music, nigga, whether you like it or not. You feel what I'm saying?
But so this is the like for me, like that's why I say like I understand. Here's the thing: his White Lives Matter shirt has brought more attention to Black Lives Matter.
The fuck it did.
No, in the past couple weeks, like the amount of conversation, like it's brought this conversation.
Where from?
On the national spotlight, on the news, like these conversations what we're talking, like, yo, nigga, we was talking about
That shirt did not bring up.
No.
The shirt didn't bring up anything talking.
No, I'm talking about Black Lives Matter. Like
The real issue. We're not talking about police brutality anymore or any less because Kanye wore that shirt.
No, I'm not saying it.
Well, that's the issue.
All right, look, I'm not saying like intentional or anything like that. I'm saying even the fact that the shirt has brought, because it's so controversial, has brought this conversation back to because we would have just came in here and talked about motherfucking Draymond Green rocking motherfucking niggas.
We can talk about that.
It's like a long list of shit that we could have been talking about. But this
could have been talking about that. If you want to get into that, I got a couple of more minutes. You know what I'm saying?
But no, let's how to what you?
All right, so that was that. We just because we always get off, we always get sidetracked and go down rabbit holes. We also had the Glorilla versus the DJs. We have not talked about that. That was huge. We got to talk about that. Okay, so I'm gonna be here a little bit longer. All right, so basically. Here's the thing, and then that shit, you saw that. I just want to say that went all the way down the rabbit hole on some local Atlanta DJ versus DJ shit that we not bringing up.
Yeah, we ain't
because we gonna stay out of that.
We ain't getting into that.
Yeah, that was some other shit. But
I missed that. I just saw like
that was crazy
references. To, I ain't about to figure that out.
Yeah, we not doing that. I was looking. I looked at the videos and I'm like, yeah, I'm good on even bringing it up past this point right here. That's it. We done.
Right.
All right. Let them niggas fight that shit out whenever they see each other. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, we talking about the actual fact that, and I'm glad that shout out to Lil Bankhead. Lil Bankhead shared that video that showed the whole interaction, the whole critique. And so the whole thing is about because we both do music reviews.
Yeah.
Right? You got a music review.
Way nicer than I would have been.
Right. So, because I think Fuck Nigga Free is a fucking horrible record. Fuck Nigga Free.
That is a classic, nigga.
That shit is trash.
That is like the ratchet chick. I just don't give a, it's that type of record.
No, it's not even that type of record.
That record will play for 10 years.
No. Even with that song was just, at least in that song and the verses and everything, it was just like structured. That shit, Fuck Nigga Free sounded like some shit you was just playing with and it actually worked. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally. Like, she's not even rapping on beat on some of that shit.
2030.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, 2030, that record will still be a recurrent spin.
I'd like to place my bet. This is being recorded. I'd like to place my bet for, want to put $100 on it?
$100, that's a classic record.
Nigga, 500, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We both gonna have some bread by then, because we gonna keep doing our thing. We can't do it. We going up.
Listen,
nigga, I want nigga. That is.
It's a classic record.
Bruh, you finna take the show left saying Fuck Nigga Free is a classic record.
Fuck Nigga Free is a classic record.
Hey man, like tell me you joking. Tell me you kind of saying it for the podcast, or you like just bullshit. Are you being serious?
Who's Yola? Yola got a classic record to me. You think Yola?
You talking about I just don't give a fuck?
You don't think that's a classic record?
It's a southern. It could be a southern classic.
Yeah,
maybe, but not. No, no. I just can't. You know what?
A fuck nigga wouldn't understand it.
Huh? You're right, I would, I guess I'm a fuck nigga then, because nigga, that shit is trash. You can call me whatever you want to call me. Cause you know what? Based on the song, I might be a fuck nigga to some of you ratchet hoe. Cause bitch, you can't get a coin out me, hoe. Broke ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm the antithesis of you motherfucking bitches. So yeah, I might be a fuck nigga to you hoes. You hoes might not like me, cause I was never a cake master.
First time I heard that shit, like it was like 15 seconds in, like
breast on,
and I was like, "Yo, this shit out of here." Like
you didn't think that song was out here the first time you heard it, dog.
First time. 15 seconds in, I was like, it was like random.
Like, bro,
it only had
you know how many songs we hear like that never went nowhere?
It had 20,000 views.
So it was already kind of getting a little bit of bullshit traction at that point. It was going viral at that point. Then I'm talking about listen to me. If you just heard that song on your review, or if it was on Illa Kill, I tell people all the time, that song would have been on Illa Kill. That song would have got killed. Hold on, let me finish. Okay. On our platform, if just random people listening to that song and they never heard of her, that shit wasn't viral or nothing, and they played that record,
right?
You feel what I'm saying? That shit would have got killed on Illa Kill, right?
Right. You would have
because she's just not really rapping good on it.
And that's kind of what they're looking for.
Like,
you feel what I'm saying?
I give you that.
That's kind of what my audience be looking for you to kind of really have some good music. You feel what I'm saying? Some dope bars and some shit that makes sense. You feel what I'm saying?
Hold on. Did I answer that? I don't even know what just happened.
So, yeah. So I think that's just my opinion on. But hold on.
Classic.
That's my opinion on the record.
You ain't changed mine.
I'm not the girl demographic. I'm not the person she talking to. She literally talking to niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's like girls. That's like trying to goddamn, find whatever sucker nigga. You know what I'm saying? Whatever sucker nigga gonna believe that fuck shit you talking, bitch. It ain't me. It never was me.
Just got her
I was
lashes
never that.
done.
I was never. Yeah, I'm not doing none of that.
Nissan Altima.
I ain't doing none of that.
Pick up her
I ain't doing none of
girl.
that.
They about to go to Red Lobster.
I'm personally the antithesis of the song. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't finna give a bitch nothing. I never, even when I was young before I got married, nigga, it was nothing. It's you fucking or not. I was that kind of nigga. You know what I'm saying? We can ball a little bit, but bitch, you already know what it is with me. And I was always like that. I'm kind of sort of misogynistic a little bit.
See, you sound like you would have 99 problems.
You feel
and
what I'm
the biggest one is her.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying, bro, the song is not for me at all. But not even beyond that. So let's get back to the point.
Have you seen the reaction when that song comes on?
To bitches, to ratchet assholes, nigga, I know what the fuck that shit gonna do.
They move the world, nigga.
They move some of these niggas' world.
No, they move the world.
Nah, nigga, okay, whatever. But that, listen to me. That song in 10 years.
In 10 years.
Is not gonna be considered a classics record.
Listen, you ain't gotta put a classic label on it, that shit.
Now you said you said it was a classic record.
No, I did. Like, just like the motherfucking, it's like certain what's a Hurricane Chris record that he had the A Baby. Was Hurricane Chris?
Yeah, baby.
What am I thinking? I'm trying to think of.
You play A Baby right now, niggas gonna be like, nigga.
No, they just did the remix. I ain't thinking. I'm trying to think of.
That had its time. That had its era.
Wobble.
What?
Who had the Wobble record with Frank Ski and
You talk? Which one you talking about? The Wobble where they line dance to it? Mm-hmm. Wobble baby. That shit right there.
It was. Was it
in there? That right? Yeah, that one right? Yeah. What you mean?
Who was that? It's one of those type of records. Like,
no, nigga. No, it's not. Kelby, it's nothing like Wobble.
Listen.
At all. Let's get back to the point. So Glorilla said that she had the other song that she was playing, the one that Cardi B wasn't on.
Glorilla, you need to motherfucking tweet about this hating ass nigga right.
Please do. I'd appreciate it. Because I got that Sweat Coalition DJs page was going crazy for a week, nigga. I appreciate it. Because I'm going to get a whole bunch of motherfuckers that hate me, but I'm going to get a whole bunch of motherfuckers that be like, nigga, you right. You know what I'm saying? I probably get about 1 million, 2 million motherfuckers cussing me out on the K1 radio page. I might get about another 100,000 people that fucking hit follow. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere, one way or another, the fucking number's going to go up for us. It ain't going to go down. Ain't nobody finna unfollow me. Because they already know I felt like that anyway, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm gonna do is attract them. But all she gonna do is say that shit.
I might have to unfollow you.
All she gonna do is say that shit.
Classic.
It ain't a classic, nigga. Fuck that shit. I ain't changed my mind.
So anyway,
back to the point.
She said, I wish I had the tweet. But she was just basically.
She basically said she remember when the coalition. She was at the New Music Mondays, which they have a stank on you. The coalition DJ's been doing for a long time, and it's like a artist perform whatever. Then they get they get critique, they get feedback.
It's a record pool.
It's a record pool, right? Basically, right? But it's not necessarily a record pool because it's really for coalition DJs only.
It's a coalition DJ record.
It's a coalition DJ record pool, kind of sort of. So it's like it's their shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but. At the end of the day, she said that the song that she had with Cardi B, the new one that came out, they didn't like it. Well, one of the DJs, not even all of them.
Cardi B wasn't even on the record.
Yeah, Cardi B, she was not on the record. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big thing. But anyway, the DJ didn't even say anything like, He didn't say.
I'll say what he didn't say. I don't like that record. I don't think it's good. I don't even think it's good with Cardi B on it. I think Cardi B killed that shit. I think the video was good. I don't think the song is good. Like and I agree with the DJ saying, like, yo, he was so nice.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, that's good. Like, man, you need another one of them fuck nigga free.
So the point is, she said that, and then everybody went crazy saying, if you go look at their post from when they first was talking about it, they calling them all kind of shit and always calling them out. You don't even know these DJs. They don't know who they are. Now,
know about it.
Now here's my ultimate point as people that's in the industry, in the game. Is that a good idea? Is that a good idea to talk about people that critique your music, even if it blow up, to come back and say, damn, they said my shit wasn't good. Is it a good idea for artists to do that? Because when it all came out in the wash, they ended up looking like, yo, all they really did was said it wasn't.
But
it wasn't
here,
that back then, you know.
Like, here's fuck all that. Here's my point, and this is for all of my producers, DJs, publicists, media people, promoters. This is why you don't do shit for independent artists unless they pay you. Period. Because you're getting some success with your second record.
Right.
But you holding on to this comment that you took the wrong way.
Right.
And rather than just rejoicing in the fact that, yo, you on Rap Radar, you did this interview, you did that, you took time out to write a fucking tweet and then put the name drop the people who you felt like you had some animosity because you didn't like that they didn't like your shit.
Right. But you just basically said that wasn't it.
And it's like,
and he said it in a pretty decent way.
He said it
better
very
than
nice.
Fucking getting gunshot shot at you on Ill or Kill, which I won't give a fuck. I don't fucking gun your ass down.
And
I would have
like,
gunned fuck nigga
and
free
he
down.
wasn't wrong. And if he said exactly what she said that he said the way that he said it, it wasn't wrong. Like, cause the record.
So you think Glorilla was out of line?
I think Glorilla was hella out of line, but I expect artists to stay out of line because they never get in line.
I think that shit was crazy, and I think that shit was like, at the end of the day, I felt like, as somebody who has a platform that does reviews and everything for artists, and then you know, the crazy part about ours is, especially with mines, especially with Ill or Kill,
right?
Before I say a word, you gonna see the fucking comments in the fucking on Instagram, on YouTube, and Facebook, right? Before I say anything, you're gonna already have 10, 20 people already be like, yeah, that shit is trash. You know what I'm saying? Before I even come on there and give my opinion on my platform, I let the song play, and as the song is playing, you got people already commenting before I say anything.
This ain't it.
All right? So it's not even just like it's about me. In that situation, it was just one particular DJ that she felt was on our platform. But my whole point is like, yo, why the fuck? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck? You know, so I think I'm with you on that. Today we agreeing like that, agreeing like hell. Like, bruh, why the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Did she even do that?
But that's the reason why I don't listen.
I felt like they handled it pretty good.
I love independent artists,
right?
In an abstract sense. I love people in an abstract sense. Like, and it's like, so my platform, like, I do all this stuff and create all these opportunities, and I'll do all this shit because I want to see people win and succeed in an abstract sense. But on an individual basis, most people are shitty.
Right.
Like, so it's like the average artist is a shitty person. Like, I've just come to accept that. I have no expectations for the average artist. And it's like, no, you should check out my music. I'm like, why? Do you even know what type of music I listen to? So that lets you know who this is for. This ain't about me hearing your music.
It's always about it. Well,
it's about
artist,
you
it's about
getting heard.
Yeah, getting heard. Yeah, that's gonna be this, every artist in the world, right? Yeah, so that's just the way that works.
It's just,
they're trying to get their music heard.
But you know what? But here's the thing, and this is why I made fucking money as an artist, because I realized that something has to be in it for them if I want them to buy my shit and want them to. So that's how I like selling CDs and getting paid shows and all that stuff, by starting to take an interest in my fans and people that are like, yo, what you doing? Like, where y'all gonna be at? Like, come through their little party, do little stuff. And so it's like the average, and that's where the average artist doesn't make any money, is because the average artist, and it's like, it's a type that is drawn to doing music and doing these things, like the lowest hanging fruit to be a millionaire. I want to do something that's fun. I want to have bitches, get money, smoke weed, hang out with the homies, and somehow get millions of dollars for doing it. Like, they don't think that anything behind that exists. They don't, and then anyone who supports them and helping them get to that is like, for instance, La Russell.
Right.
He just did the fan funded, to like kind of go.
I only heard one song by that guy too.
Oh, listen.
I've only heard one
side
song.
Note, like, I just seen like a freestyle from him. This was like last year, or it may have been like January of this year. It was last year, I think. And I was like, oh, this nigga nice. Yeah. And I just did and I don't even do this shit. Like I said, I was like, yo, bro, like, You got a manager, you got a publicist. I'm trying to figure out because I wanted to do an interview with him.
Right.
Because I just really liked the freestyle that I saw from him. And I went and checked out his page. He wasn't verified or nothing. It was just like a nice ass freestyle. And I liked what he had going on and what he was doing because he was like living by the stuff that I tell artists to do.
Right.
And so I like this would be an interesting, but he was like spotty with the follow up. You follow me? So we didn't do anything. But I say this to say, like, we have this whole thing where he just did the project that he dropped, and I think he made like $60,000 in 5 days. And so that's the big meme that's going around right now.
Right. He sold them for like $1,000. He did the
well,
Nipsey.
You get to pay
the Nipsey thing.
You get to pay what you want to. So it was X amount of people paid at least 20, X amount of people paid at least 50, yada yada yada, on up to 1,000. And so what ended up happening with that is people see that and they adopt that. Like, he made $60,000 in 5 days. But it's like, that's not going to be a sustained thing.
Yeah.
Like, right.
But it helped him. I think, do you felt like it helped him it still helped him in the long run? Because first he made more than a lot of artists, most artists.
It's not, and that's not knocking it. What I'm like, it's not like he's going to make 60,000 every week. Nah, right? Nah. So let's say he makes 250,000, 300,000 off of this project, right? But out of that 300,000, like, people see that 60,000, they just see people count people's pockets without counting their bills. So you think that you just found out about this? You don't think he got a publicist? You don't think that, like, when he does this, kind of like the people that are around him are getting paid and like, so they just see the 60,000, they see the top revenue number. They don't see the profit number. So people start imitating this shit that they see people doing without understanding all the support that comes behind it. And
every artist do it though, Kelby. I think every artist.
But this go back to Glorilla. Like, somebody's relationship put you on that Coalition DJ's stage.
Point blank period. First of all, my whole point is, like, that shit was still a good look for you either way it goes. Yeah. Like, you still was in there with DJs and tastemakers, whatever. Even if another DJ came up to you later that day and was like, "Yo, I fuck with that record," you can send it to me, because that happens sometimes on our platforms. You feel what I'm saying? People like kill, but then we have one of the DJs watching like, "Yo, send it to me."
Make it in the top 3.
You know what I'm
saying? I murdered on it, like, "Yo, this is wrong and that's wrong and that's wrong," and then that motherfucking record made it in the top 3, and I had to announce it in the next show.
That's what I'm saying. So. Listen, I just think that we're on agreement with the Glorilla shit. Like, I think she was hella out of pocket and out of line for that. And I'm just glad, you know what I'm saying, ultimately, I'm glad it was exposed in that video that Bankhead put out, showed what really actually happened that night. Right. So you know, because my whole thing is, hold on, this is another thing about it. I saw a lot of motherfuckers saying, motherfuckers need to start calling out these motherfucking DJs, and motherfuckers need to start calling out these motherfuckers talking about
but that's
blah,
the
blah,
point.
blah, 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 blah,
that's
blah.
my whole point.
It started making it feel like it's okay for you motherfuckers to just go around just talking shit about people that's providing platforms for you niggas. And I want to be motherfucking clear, all right, that you're going to go around and you're going to fuck yourself up. Because you're going to go around and you're going to try to pull that shit, and that shit gonna backfire on your ass. All you gonna do is get your ass tossed to the side to a lot of motherfucking valuable platforms.
But here's the thing.
Being sensitive and shit.
Here's the thing. It already backfired on this. Like, winners ain't posting like that. Motherfuckers who making money in the music industry.
So wait a minute, what you think she ain't? You think she ain't good right now? Wait a minute, cause she on your boy label, Kelby.
Listen, I know
she on your boy label.
My boy is a.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So all right. So before we even go here,
listen,
she on your boy label. She on the guy that you said has got the best hip hop rap label in history.
Artist to CEO, like you gotta put all the qualifiers in there, nigga. Like,
go back and look at that other episode. That was a good one. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga. So you done made me lose my train of thought, nigga.
I'm just saying.
But no, like, but that's the whole thing with this. With this is. They make it, and that's why I brought up Lil Russell and all this stuff. Is so many artists, like, motherfuckers who making money ain't complaining about the industry.
I man, these niggas be whining still. Nigga, Mason Diddy
ain't making no money.
Mason Diddy just had a whole niggas
making money, not made money.
Nigga, the whole point is these two motherfuckers, old ass motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Is out there arguing.
Mason Diddy,
nigga. Arguing.
All right, let's go. Mason Diddy, nigga. Mason Diddy.
What? They ain't nothing to say about Mason Diddy. What the fuck is these niggas even still arguing about? Mace talking about you want receipts. I mean, Big D talking about you want receipts.
Still arguing about?
Because he's still mad because he still feel like he got fucked over. But you signed the papers. So I don't want to hear none of it from you niggas. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to hear from Meek Mills. I don't want to hear from none of you crying ass niggas who have major deals, who got all this worldwide exposure, and you still got shit to complain about.
Here's the thing.
I don't want to hear from none of you.
Here's the thing.
Rappers, you signed the contract, nigga. You wanted to be a star.
He sound like a disgruntled baby mama.
He sound like a disgruntled rapper.
No, a disgruntled baby mama.
What's she damn?
Hey, y'all did what y'all did. Y'all did what y'all did. And hey, he didn't show up like you wanted him to.
Asshole.
But you still got your child.
Right.
Like what you gonna what are you gonna do? Like,
well, him and a whole bunch of
more. Yeah, he could have did more.
Him and a whole bunch of motherfuckers.
Could have did more. like you go could have did more him to death. Like nigga, like Mace, 20 years. Like nigga, like
But I mean, like I said, bro, like but Diddy, I think this time Diddy started it though. You know what I'm saying?
No, May started it.
I thought this round right here.
You know what?
Diddy did start it this time. Yes, he did.
No. And so this is the thing why I say.
And then brought Mace outside, and Mace said he riled him back up for no reason.
because here's the thing, niggas always. All right, so here's the thing, and I feel Diddy on this. Cause niggas always bring up Diddy's name on some disrespectful, like, you know, that nigga be robbing and but here's the thing. If the nigga was, if he did anything illegal, then you could take him to court. He didn't do anything.
No,
illegal.
you niggas signed them deals.
You just signed a badass deal.
Yeah.
And that's the like niggas.
But you signed it willingly. Nobody had a gun in your head and made you sign it. So you wanted to be a star, and you were he literally made you a star. We wouldn't be talking about Mason Becker.
None of these niggas.
You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't be talking about Meek Mill if Ross hadn't interjected and came in and gave him that boost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's like, bro.
I've been hot since I was 13. Bro, we've all seen that video.
I'm so over niggas.
I've been hot since I was 13.
Because you know what?
That is the ego of an artist.
This particular conversation is always.
Y'all crazy the motherfucker.
This particular conversation is always personal to me because I legit turned down a bad deal, and I never became a star. Right. I was offered. I had a deal on the table, but I knew it was bad, and I said no. Right. Mm-hmm. I don't know what would have happened had I signed that deal, because it was with a real label. Right. But I knew it was a fucked up deal. I took it to an entertainment attorney. The attorney said this is a bad deal, but you make him come up off of it. Mm-hmm. Everybody that was involved with it, it was a major situation. Mm-hmm. The one I've only been offered it once in my life, and I said no. Now, 2020 hindsight, if I could go back to my old self, me, I often sit back and contemplate, Kelby, what I tell myself. Because I can go back and say 40 years, bro, you still ain't never really got on. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So I could tell myself, before I'm gonna have this conversation with yourself. Right. You're gonna be 40-something years old and you never really another deal is not gonna come back around. You think another one gonna be offered, but it's not. But this is the one. So this is your chance. And in 20 years from now, you know what I'm saying, all the albums and all the stuff, you never really gonna get your real shine. You feel what I'm saying? I know you think you dope, nigga, but it's not gonna happen for you. But this is a major situation. And I'm gonna tell myself that, and I don't know whether or not myself would not sign it this time. Because that would have been a good situation for me, even though I know I would have been getting basically no publishing. But I would have had a machine behind me.
Here,
you feel what I'm saying?
I said no. But here's the thing, like when we talk about bad deals, and like this is the thing, like I'm so pro label. Because I think we put too much value on art as artists and creatives, and the general public doesn't.
They don't.
Don't nobody need art to live. Nigga, I need motherfucking food. I need water.
Right.
I need shelter.
Nobody
I need a car,
nobody.
clothes.
Well, I don't know. One day we'll have this conversation about is music really needed, because some people really feel like they would legit die if they didn't have music in their life. Like not creatives. Like people just if I couldn't have no more music, like we'll ask that conversation. Could you live without music? We're gonna do a show like that.
All right.
Could you live? That could be
a short show.
Could you live without music? You could, but a lot of people don't feel like that. A lot of people really feel that way.
It's just
even though I know I could.
It's
too.
like, nigga, could you live without
Yeah,
Wi-Fi?
well, that's
No,
the same thing.
exactly. But niggas did it for thousands of years.
But music been around from the dawn of time.
But that's the point. We'll have that conversation, because I will break down why nobody cares. Like you can see it in
about
numbers.
about certain shit.
No, just
when they really love an artist in a song, bro, they care.
No,
once they love a fucking song and an artist, they care.
It ain't the music. Then it's my take on music is like a time machine. It's like these records, you like it jogs memories of situations, feelings that you had, situations that you've been in, your context, or when you make memories to it. Like when you was out with your niggas and y'all was turning up at the club, when y'all graduated, like all this shit. So when you hear that record, it jostles those emotions and those memories. And that's why it's like why catalog music gets played more than new music. It's because we're not looking for new sensations, to hear new shit. We want to hear shit that brings up those feelings and shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, for me, that's why like the new music industry, it ain't like, that's why motherfuckers don't buy music. Like I just want access to it. I just want access to the fucking feeling that I need when I want it. Like, and that is it.
Do you think it's because the music ain't as timeless anymore?
No, it's like so much good music today, man. Like it's so much amazing. It's more good music today. It's more good music released this year than probably the last century. It's just the fact that it's harder to find, because in the last century they may have put out fucking, let's say 50,000, 100,000 records, right? And out of the 100,000 records, motherfucking, let's say 60,000 of them were good. Like now
you got 100,000 a day getting uploaded to Spotify,
exactly,
which is a new number that just came out.
It's just fucking ridiculous.
That's the number. It's 100,000 a day.
It's not
new
for
songs
lack
a day.
of it.
Yeah.
It's just harder to find. It's to sort through the bullshit. It's like, you know, it just is what it is on that. Like, and so like, but that's my whole thing, where I feel like the general public doesn't value music the same way that creators value music. So
definitely not.
This is the problem, where every deal is a bad deal because you overvalue your shit. And the reality, yo may sell his publishing for $20,000. And I'm like, all right, what was his publishing worth that day when he sold it? How much money had it generated in the past 5 years? How much, like, so you just because you got warm feelings about some shit don't mean it's worth something. And that's the whole thing. Everybody, like, I done fucked up situations myself. Like, man, we need $3,500 for that one right there. Like, it's like, nah, we'll just get another bite.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I just think that whole narrative is like, yo, bad deals. I'm like, yo, bro, you niggas, and then you signed it and it actually worked. Like you actually got the machine behind you and you actually became a fucking known face, a celebrity with a real face card, nigga. You should have made that motherfucking money some other kind of way. You should have been able to leverage your celebrity. So I think I would go back and tell myself, you know what, nigga? I know you know you're not finna make the money. Go ahead and sign it. You know what I'm saying? Because if it doesn't work, nigga, you ain't gonna be no better off than whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's no gonna be another chance. So I would tell myself, go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? And then see and roll the dice and see what happened from it.
When I started rapping, I had one of my people that was working with me. He had started a group, and I was consulting them, helping them manage the stuff and like navigate stuff. And they got a record, they did a song, they got it on the radio, got it on some other stations, helped them get some stuff together, and then they got it on a few other stations, and they had like 2 other records that the one that got some more play with, and this was like in the span of like less than a year. And he got offered 2 deals. I think one was from Koch for 40,000.
Mm-hmm.
The other was from TVT for 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, nigga, take that shit from TVT.
Mm-hmm.
He turned down both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'm done fucking with you. It was like, but like years later, we was just talking. It was like, man, what the fuck was going on with you, nigga? Like, he was like, real talk. I was waiting for them to, offer us $1 million. I'm like, nigga, you want $1 million deal because you and two niggas who never rapped before 12 months ago had one song on a few stations and another song on 2 stations.
Right.
No projects out, no catalog. And it's like, that be the thing. Like, is like people here, like there's no path, no textbook for this shit. Mm-hmm. Like motherfuckers just hear anecdotes and feel like that's what they should. Oh, he get 5,000 first. Shit, I should at least be able to get 2,500. Yeah. Like
mine was a little bit different. I think mine was more along the lines where I felt like because my situation would have been that I would have been coming in up under the production company,
right?
That had the deal in place, right? And so I just felt like what was happening with my situation was them niggas knew. Because they was around our crew and clique, and they seen that I was writing everything for everybody, and I was doing some producing, and I was an engineer and all that.
Right.
They just was trying to kind of sort of lock me in because they felt like, oh nigga, you dope. Something gonna happen.
Right.
And when that shit pops off, whether we got anything to do with it or not, nigga, we gonna get some of that. You feel what I'm saying?
And they should.
You know what I mean?
Like if you're the label, ain't that what you want, nigga?
Listen, again.
But that's why I'm so pro label. Like, because I'm taking all the risk.
Well, again, that was signed to the nigga situation would have been
right.
Nice. You feel what I'm saying?
But whoever
a lot of people it would have been Warner Brothers.
Here's the thing.
It would have been a Warner Brothers situation.
Warner Brothers distribution production deal.
Right.
Like so. Here's the thing.
That's what it would have been
with you, right? Because I had like, if I'm gonna make
this is the internet, social media wasn't around then,
right?
So, yeah,
like so they was about to put some money into you.
Possibly.
Yeah, they would have had to because they would for them to get their money back.
Right. Yeah.
And that's the whole thing is.
I was more concerned about whether or not they were going to shelf me though. I felt like they were going to shelf me, and they just wanted to kind of sort of really my expertise on another level as a writer and everything else, but I wanted to be an artist. You feel what I'm saying? So I was concerned with getting shelved. You know what I'm saying? I was concerned with getting shelved out of the situation. You feel what I'm saying? And that was like, you know what I'm saying? It was whatever. That was my situation, but anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like you just had, I guess if you was there, you know what I'm saying? You was me, you looking at it all, you know what I'm saying? And to this day, probably was the wrong decision in the scheme of things, but
nigga, I made so many wrong decisions.
I mean, maybe I wouldn't be here doing this.
We could do a whole show about that.
That was
left when I should have went right.
Yeah, that was it. So I mean, but I just think that. But that's why I always look at these artists when they get back to the old point.
Yeah,
like I be looking at these artists and they be crying and whining about. And they actually got on after this is after it worked because nigga because the only reason why everybody talking about you is because you famous and you done already toured cities and made hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars just off touring.
Right,
you a millionaire off touring, bro.
Right, and
you like whining about what? You know what I'm saying? Like you went out of the deal, nigga. Okay, well,
get your lawyer.
Did you sign it for? Was it a lifetime deal? Was it 10 years? The nigga wait.
Like whatever it is, like nigga, you gotta go see your lawyer. Like nigga, Instagram can't do shit for you.
But do you think? Well, I don't know. Sometimes you can get your fan base behind you. Free.
Nigga, listen.
The Locks had a free the Locks campaign. Okay, it's 8:00. I gotta wrap it up.
Nigga, I'm just gonna keep it real. No,
the Locks had a free the Locks campaign. You don't think that shit worked a little bit?
No,
they put a little pressure on Diddy.
It was the menacing glare from motherfucking from Styles
again.
It was the
but that's part of the. That was part of the movement. That was part of the movement, Kelby. That was part of the movement.
It had shit to do with the fans. It was the
no. But I'm just saying, it was part of the. It was all a part of it.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Put a little pressure on him.
Right.
Mace ain't had that kind of, I guess that
nigga dimples.
One last thing.
You can't threaten the niggas with dimples.
One last thing.
Oh no, wait. Are you taking a nigga's threat serious when he got dimples?
Man. You know what, bro? I'm gonna tell you something, man. My lifetime, I've seen so much shit. I take all threats serious. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog, because I saw a super soft ass motherfucker that I know is pie as fuck kill one of the hardest niggas in my life, and it's because nigga he just thought he was playing. He thought that motherfucker was that day. Yeah, he wasn't fucking playing that day. And everybody thought he's always soft. And everybody was just, we literally laughed at that man as he walked up and fucking blew his head off. Yeah. And I sat there and watched it from 10 feet away from here to that wall. And everybody thought it was a joke. And from that point on, bro, I was like, nigga, all threats are serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you never, people don't know from, around the way y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, nobody ever saw that shit coming. And that's so thing. It's like, I don't know. Anybody, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Anybody. I take all threats serious, but don't ever threaten me because I'm going to take that shit for real. Like, tell me you playing and make it known that you fucking playing with me because I'm going to take
Don't play like that.
Yeah, like
just like, and see, but that's the thing. Those are the things from having lived life.
Yeah.
So that's what going back to you didn't have that on there, but the little Drewski comedian, he had said something about NBA YoungBoy's wife looking like him, and NBA YoungBoy's reply was, "See, that's how y'all niggas be dying." And that was it.
Right.
It's yeah. And it's like. I was like, yo, at first I was like, I feel that 1,000, but then I also man, that's like, you just jumped 0 to 100 real quick. But then I went and looked, it was like, oh, this was a picture that Young Boy posted on his Instagram account.
Right.
Of him and his girl.
Right.
And you chose to stop by, go in his comments and leave your thoughts to him.
Right.
This ain't you making some little jokey jokes on stage somewhere, doing a skit, and okay, that's you being an artist. Nigga, you on my comments.
Right.
You that's like coming in my house to tell me this shit.
Oh my God.
No, you come into my personal space.
Your personal space is Instagram now?
No. But no, on a post on his page. It's different.
Are we counting that as your personal space?
Yeah, because here's the thing.
Okay.
If you just post some shit on Twitter or you post some shit on your profile, it ain't necessarily only the algorithm.
I understand if you comment on my post,
you're coming to me personally. You're in my face with
this. If you come on my post, you're getting it much more than if I just randomly see it somewhere else. If you comment on my post,
it was intended for me to see.
Yeah.
That's nigga, that's disrespect. You coming to disrespect me. You ain't coming to make a joke, nigga. You coming to disrespect me. See, that's how y'all niggas be dying.
I gotta see that. I gotta see.
That's how y'all be dying.
I gotta see that whole. I never even heard of that situation.
Yeah, Kim.
First time I ever heard of that. When did this happen?
This happened maybe 2-3 days ago.
Really?
Yeah. I seen a little something about it when Kim mentioned it. I seen it, and I was like, I heard them talking about it. I was like, oh, okay. It may have been like sometime last week, but it was all right. And then I went and looked it up. I was like, oh, you went on his page on this, you thought that was cool? It's just certain shit.
I think these celebrity pages is bro, you a fucking celebrity, nigga. You gonna get trolls and you gonna get shit. You gonna get motherfuckers talking crazy and reckless. Cause motherfuckers talk.
But when you a
sometimes motherfuckers
too.
talk on my page and I ain't even a celebrity, but I got enough motherfuckers on. They feel like sometimes I have to check a motherfucker every now and again.
See,
I be you know what I'm saying?
And that's what I be explaining to Kim.
So often.
That's the cost of success.
Yeah.
If you successful, motherfuckers gonna talk about you.
Yeah. Every so often I have to check a motherfucker about some stupid shit they saying on my page.
You gotta
let.
That's the success tax, and that's the motherfucking stimulus package for unsuccessful motherfuckers. You get to talk about other people who are doing better than you. Go ahead, do that shit.
That's why I used to engage in all of it, but I've gotten much better over the past couple of years. With just sitting back looking haha, look at this stupid motherfucker, and I just let it sit. I don't even delete the comment. I used to be like, man, block this stupid motherfucker now. Now it's just
and you know what? I went the opposite. I used to I would not delete the comment. I'd engage, but I'd engage not for them, but for other people who read it.
Yeah,
because it'd be they'll say some, oh, this shit is scam. They're explain. Oh, you just I'm well, yeah. We flew someone out for that show too. You just didn't get picked. Well, Well, I just went to your page and you only posted one update. And you haven't been on the site in 6 months. Like just breaking because motherfuckers be with the like the Glorilla shit.
Yeah.
Like motherfuckers be with the rah-rah.
That's why
because they be in their feelings, but then don't have none of the receipts and nothing actually adds up to what they're talking about.
Just like old girl, just like Bankhead showed that clip, and it was like completely not what the fuck Glorilla was saying.
Yeah,
so we definitely tonight we every show we not gonna agree on some shit. Obviously, that's the whole purpose of us doing this shit because we know we're gonna disagree. But on that one, we agree. We agree on some. We gonna agree on some shit. We gonna
Kim came up with a name.
What?
What you're not gonna say is.
That's it. That's
what you're
not gonna say.
What you're not gonna say is.
But what can we not say?
Oh man, a lot of the shit that we've been saying.
So how we gonna name it? So how we gonna?
I don't know. I delegate that to Kim.
I don't know.
Yep.
All right, listen. Listen, man. It's been a cool time. We always go over the hour. Every time we say we're gonna do an hour, we hit an hour 30 mark easy. You know what I'm saying? We started at 6:30, so we always do a cool hour and a half. We're gonna try to condense this conversation now. Our problem is we need a producer to be like, yo. You know what I'm saying? Next.
Or at least a clock.
Something. You feel me? But listen, if you guys are watching this, make sure you subscribe to this channel wherever you're watching it at. Make sure you lock in. We're going to be giving you guys more content. Definitely. As far as just what we're going to be talking about, we're going to be talking about things of the day. We're going to be talking about what topics are popping in societies, especially with black people, definitely in the music industry, because that's our backgrounds, of course. So, anything dealing with the music industry, that's a controversial topic or something that should be talked about. We're going to try to, hit those points. This thing that we're doing right now, we haven't even formed it. Right now, we're just molding the clay. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't even started to take shape yet, but we hope you guys are still rock with us on this journey the whole time. You feel me? And if you follow these channels and subscribe to these channels, then you'll see it get better and better. And, you'll see us add more things and bring in guests and do all these other kind of things. But, we're just starting right now. If you'd like to leave any comments or anything and just let us know some tips, some pointers, maybe you should say this, talk about that. Maybe you should do that, blah, 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 blah. Hey, you know what I'm saying? We just getting this thing formed. So if you got some water to come over and pour or an ingredient to add to it, that'd be dope. And if we think it's dope, we're probably going to ride with it. All right. So make sure you hit subscribe on that YouTube channel. That's it.